On October 3rd, 2024, local artist Sarah Mullins led a reverse applique quilt sweatshirt class at the Textile Art Center of Madison on the city's east side. At the start of class, Mullins encouraged students to find new ways to reuse old fabric, whether that's an old sweatshirt from home or some vintage quilt scraps.
But especially these cutter quilts that are worn, have stains, maybe have mold on them, they're not going to end up in a museum.
But today, we're turning them into something else. The steps are simple, as this is a beginner class, but each one gives the students a chance to make the project their own. The first step is to dig through the pile of vintage quilt scraps and pick out which one to applique onto the sweatshirt. Mullins walks the students through the process of choosing a quilt fragment.
So kind of it's just tactile, using your hands, and you can kind of close your eyes even, and does this feel like it's a similar weight?
Then, as the students were choosing their fabric, she walked around and chatted with them, giving feedback.
You can take pieces with you that spoke to you. Don't feel like that? No. Jesse, I like what you got going there. Yeah. Think you're on to something?
Next, students have to prepare the quilt to attach it to the sweatshirt.
We're going to cut out that piece, and then we're going to zigzag the edges, and that is simply to keep fraying from happening on your inside of your sweatshirt.
Mullins is there to help students through the steps, and they start to sew. The last step is to cut the fabric along the stitch line to reveal the quilt applique underneath.
And this is like the magic. It's like the best part, but it's also kind of scary.
And that's that. Now each student is going home with a unique garment they can say they made themselves.
This was produced by Curb Magazine. Find more stories at curbonline.com.